It's 10 p.m. here in Norway. Welcome to Just Meditate, a Bible session uh, about everything with meditation. I'm Seb, founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, and I'm here every week with a session on Fireside, Instagram, and Second Life. Meditate is what we do every Thursday, every other Thursday. And this is your chance to ask questions about meditation. Maybe you are setting up a daily meditation practice. Maybe you are busy with a daily meditation practice but struggle with something. Maybe you want to start with a meditation practice after having read or got to know about the benefits of meditation, especially doing meditation every day. So now is your chance, especially for those on Fireside. Annalisa, welcome, Angel, and Louise as well. Now is your chance to ask questions. Either do it in the Q&A. For those on Instagram, you can do it in the chat, and then you can do it through, or ask to come on stage. Let me see, Louisa. How do you block noise? He says, it's so hard for me. Actually, it's quite funny because there's a lot of noise around right now. I'm not sure if you can hear it on Fireside. My microphone on my Mac is pretty okay, canceling out noise. But on Instagram, I know people might already have heard a lot of noise behind me. As I said in the start, I'm living in Norway on the west coast. This means a lot of water, and the last couple of days it has been horrible with storm, wind, snowstorms, hail. So when we're going to do the meditation soon, you might notice some of that noise coming from my house, from the wind blowing around my house. You also sitting somewhere where there's around you. How do you deal with that? Well, it's not about canceling noise, because the moment you are thinking about, oh, there's noise around me, I don't want that, then you start to struggle. Let the noise become part of your meditation. Easier said than done, but when you just surrender to it and have that in your meditation session, actually we can practice that today as well. Just notice what is around you. Be present in the moment. Be present in the moment. And, oh, there is noise. Maybe you can just label it. Say, okay, noise. You will notice that when you just surrender to it, just let it happen and don't let yourself be bothered with it. Actually, you won't notice it anymore. Your mind kind of filters it out, all of itself. The moment you are going to react on the noise, thinking about it, getting irritated about it, then it's what gets you out of the meditation pretty quickly. When I did a lot of flying a couple of years ago, long from the USA, for example, and Canada, there's a lot of noise on flights. That's a monotone noise often. That's much easier to meditate on. Just let it become part of your meditation. So I hope that answers your questions, Louise. We can ask today what to do about noise. That will be then a mindfulness meditation where we are present in the moment, silent meditation. Great, let's see you too. Okay. Great, thank you for your question. Any other questions? Nothing on Instagram? Awesome. Well, as you can see, if you ask a question, turn everything around that question, and you can practice. If there's something you struggle with, okay, ask the question, say what you're struggling with, and you're going to practice it together. Benefits for everyone. That's what this show is all about. Thank you, says Louise. Welcome. So let's get started, shall we? During the live sessions, we don't use any music. So you might, if you have another device or your PC or anything like that, you want to put some music on, that's fine by me. Um, always say is like music is nice. It helps you calm down. Music is a very nice way to change your energy. But try also to meditate without anything, just with what you have. Bare bones meditation. It's also the same guided meditation. Now I'm shooting myself in the foot because I'm giving away a lot of guided meditations. But um, if you hold on to guided meditations for too long, it becomes your only way to get into a meditative state. It's very nice to begin with guided meditations to get a feel for what it is like in a meditative state that you guide into a session. Guided meditations are also very good if you want to accomplish something with a meditation, and it becomes like self hypnosis. But just for regular day to day meditations, especially daily meditation practice, I would recommend fine, start it. After a while, stop with it. Go on your own, do it yourself. Okay. Let's do mindfulness. Be in the present moment with all the noise and chaos and whatever is around you, and surrender to it. Enjoy it. Let's get it. Find a comfortable position. Make sure you have good enough support. Also, mentally, just prepare for it. Sit down and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to meditate with everything that is around me, everything that is happening. I'm going to let it happen. Don't let me be disturbed by it. Okay, nice to start a meditation like this by centering yourself. So take a nice, good, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw, close your eyes. Settle down. Breathe all the way out before you breathe in again through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let the day go. Let the day go. It's a lie. And as you breathe in all the way out, take another nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Settle down and feel yourself getting centered. Then breathe normally. Just breathe like you usually do. And now breathe a little slower and a little deeper. Just breathe slower and deeper. It's okay. It's nice if you reach a 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. But make sure it's just cool for you. But make it slower and deeper than usual. And this is just to tell your body that it is in a safe place. And when you are in a situation with a lot of noise or people around you, you might even notice that just by lowering your breath rate, and settling down, you might even notice that affects other people around you as well. Especially kids are very sensitive to that. Also notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Maybe you feel your breath the most in your nostrils. Maybe you feel your breath the most in the back of your throat. Or maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy. Just notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Put your attention on that spot in your body where you feel your breath the most. And we're going to use that spot as an anchor point. So whenever during this session your mind wanders off, your thoughts are all over the place, that's okay, that can happen. Don't self, just get back to that anchor point, back to your breath, and continue where you left off. Now try to follow your breath as you breathe through that point. Notice how you are breathing through that focus point. Notice the colder air flowing in and the warmer air flowing out. Just continue breathing through that point. And as you observe your awareness, you become aware breathing to that point. You might also become aware and observe other things around you. Maybe there are thoughts coming in, maybe there are feelings coming through. There might even be noises around you. Become the observer of the present moment. Like you are watching a television series. Just observe what is happening around you, get a sense of it. Let it happen. Watch it, observe it, listen to it, but don't engage with it. Let life happen. Settle down. Continue breathing through that focus point. Nice, calm, deep breaths as you sense and observe everything that's going on in this moment. If the kids are running around you or in a neighboring room, you hear their noises, their footsteps. That's okay. Just notice that. You might also notice how they make you feel. Maybe you hear laughter. And notice what this does to you. Observe the feelings that gives you. Observe. Be the observer of the present moment. And after you notice something, after you have observed it, You want to get back to your anchor point, back to your breath. Follow your breath until you observe something else. Then you notice that. What does it do to you? Don't engage anymore any further with it and get back to your breath again. If it's bad weather outside and you hear the noises from the wind or the rain or the hail, just observe it. It's here in the present moment. And get back to your breath again. And if there is less noise around you or almost no noise around you, notice that lack of external noise most likely gets filled up with noise from your mind, from your thoughts. And that's okay too. And we treat them in the same way, observe them, know they are there, notice them, but don't engage with them. Don't fight it, don't judge it. It is what it is, a noise, a thought, a feeling. Acknowledge it and get back to your breath. Now, for a moment before we finish this session, move your focus point, move your awareness into your heart space. Become more aware of your heart space. And maybe you want to put your hand on your chest right there where your heart is. And for a moment, just imagine that you are breathing through your heart. Nice, calm, deep breaths through your heart. Just imagine that you are breathing through your heart. And as you breathe through your heart, can you create a feeling of gratitude inside of you? Can you be grateful for the noises around you, for the people that make the noises? Can you be grateful for the thoughts that come up and the feelings that come up in those moments of quiet? It's all part of life, everyday life. So fill your being, fill your body with gratitude for life, for the people around you, for your thoughts, because your thoughts aren't all bad. More often than not, you find good ideas amongst those thoughts. So be grateful for them. Be grateful for your ability to think, to analyze. Be grateful for your ability to observe and not engage with your thoughts when you don't benefit from it. Okay, now breathe normally again. And become aware of the room you are in. Become aware of any sounds in the room. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, slowly move your body back and forth from side to side. Wiggle with your fingers and toes, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Well done, everyone. Great work. So, meditation in noisy environments, uh, even if it's quiet, if you meditate in a quiet environment, you notice your thoughts, and they become more noisy than ever before. Often, when you start meditating for the first time, it's not it's not about blocking anything out. It's just being in the moment, especially when you're in noisy environments. Also, if your thoughts are noisy, it's about being in the moment. Observe, and you learn something about it. That's also why they call meditation getting to know yourself. Because sometimes you have thoughts around a certain theme. And instead of engaging with those thoughts and just observe them, you will notice that, oh, I'm very hanged up into a certain theme. This is keeping me busy. This is what I'm thinking about a lot. You learn something about yourself. And you might have learned now as well that what's before you were struggling with, like, oh, there's so much noise around me. I can't have that. It should be quiet. It should be quiet. Surrender to it. Accept that it's there and make it part of your meditation session. It's not at all a bad thing. And like, for example, with kids, if you're starting to meditate and you have kids around you and they're not quiet, they're all over the place, struggling, fighting, screaming sometimes, and you sit there calmly and think, oh no, ooh. But be happy that your kids are there. If you hear your kids laugh, be happy about it, grateful for it. Be grateful that they're running around, that they're full of energy. So turn it a little bit around. Just go with the flow during your meditation. I like to meditate when I'm on my way to work in the bus, sitting down, meditate, hearing the bus stop all the time, doors open. Now there's an announcer on our bus, pretty high noise there as well. Just let it be part of it. And you will notice you have the effect of meditation. Nevertheless, it's not a must that you should have no noise or everything should be quiet around you. What is important though is that you either have your eyes closed, because the visual aspect is very disturbing for us, because closing ourselves a little bit off by closing our eyes is the good thing to do, or just staring at a point. That's how we humans are. We are very visual, and when we have our eyes open, we are constantly busy with our surroundings in a way that we can't really get into a meditative state. So eyes closed and just let things happen. That's the best part. Annalisa says, I was going to quit, but I managed to stay with it. Thanks. Good. Yes, never quit. I don't know what you meant with quit this session or quit meditation. Just try over and over again. There's no wrong way here. Just sit down, do your meditation practice the way you want to, and you will notice you get better at it. You get much better at being the observer, and you will notice after a while the gaps between thoughts, the gaps between noises become bigger and bigger and longer. That's when you go into deeper and deeper meditative states, which have all sorts of benefits I can tell you about in upcoming sessions, especially for your health, both physical and mentally. So never quit meditating. Even if you do it for 3 minutes, all right, every minute you can get is a good meditation. So, and don't judge yourself for not being able to do it, or don't judge yourself for having a bad session. We all have bad meditation sessions now and then. Sometimes things happen in life that gets us so fired up, that keeps us busy with our mind, and that's okay. That's part of life too. Acknowledge it. It's just the way it is. Sometimes we have to focus on something right there and then, and we can't let it go. It's important for us to hold on to it longer than we might want to. It's also part of life. So yeah, great. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Louise and Annalisa, for chiming in with your comments. Well done. Great. I teach meditation just a few minutes in a day. Care children 5, 6. Yeah. Nice. All right. We'll be back again Monday with our session called Love Your Love Muscle, where we have a lot of focus on our heart. Heart-focused living, heart-focused meditation, of course. And if you want to join in and tell about something that makes your heart beat stronger, maybe you have a passion for something you want to talk about, you want to promote some stuff, what you're working with, go ahead and ask to come on stage on Fireside and talk about it. And a fun session. Just meditate. If nothing comes and nothing comes up, we are going most likely to do an intention session, either for a good friend of mine that we did last week, repeat that session, or we do an intention session for everything that's going around in the world right now. About the earthquakes, for example, people getting caught in the earthquake in Syria and Turkey, and maybe we expand that to everyone that is being plagued by disasters, earthquakes, storms, hurricanes, floods. We'll see. But that will be on Monday. So I hope to see you back then for a session called Love Your Love Muscle. Stay tuned for that. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for joining. Take good care. Be safe. And namaste, everyone.